Hey Susan, this is a reply to your Just Ramble, or Just a Ramble. I just want to say, hey, just be yourself. Continue with your wonderful attitude and your creative little quirky videos that I love, alright? And you'll be great. And I just want to tell you a little story about cats. You have 3 cats. Or so your name says, Susan has 3 cats. Back when I got married in, too long ago to say, 1984. And we moved into our own place by ourselves in 85 once my wife moved out there to California. We were in our apartment, and there was this one black tabby that would come up. And she would just, sort of adopted us. And then we'd go, we'd put her out at night because she wasn't our cat, and we thought she probably lived with somebody. And then it was be like cold. I don't know. It was Northern California. It wasn't that cold, but she would be out there meowing to come in, and my wife and I would say, "Oh, you can't. We gotta let that cat in," And my wife would say, "Oh, the cat's got fur." Now my wife is really an animal lover, but she's also realist. The cat's got fur. I couldn't do it though. I'm just a softy, I guess, at heart. So I would get the cat in, and then we brought the cat in, and then we named it, and we found out it was pregnant. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. And then we found out that a couple other tabbies that were in the neighborhood were previously this cat's other litter. So we took it in, got it the shots and everything, and out of its first litter we kept 2. So now we had 3. We found one of its other cats from the first litter it had and brought it in to the back porch, and it had kittens. So we had like 8 or 9, 10 kittens, and the 2 of them would stay on the back patio, and we had a nice area for the cats and their kittens, and we would find homes for these things. I sat and we would find homes for the cats. So in one 6-month period, we must have gone through like 26 kittens and 3 cats that we found homes for. Well, one of her cats she had was like a minx type, and it was pretty wild. It must have been hurt or something, but it was on its own, and it gave birth to some kittens too, somewhere underneath one of the places. Well, we had a barbecue where we had people over, and it was basically giveaway kitten day, So I got a bunch of people, and they came over, and what I said was, all right, we're having a barbecue, so whatever cats you don't take home, we're going to cook up. Now, that's not true, but we gave away a couple of cats, and people left. And at the end of the day, after these cats found home, that wild minx came to our back patio, came through the little hole we had in the fence, and one at a time, that cat dropped off her kittens to us because she knew that her mama was there and that her sister was there, and even though she didn't want to be there, I guess she wanted better for her kids. I never heard of a cat doing that, but this cat came up one at a time and dropped off 4 more kittens after that barbecue to us, and the mama and the sister, they took care of those, and we found homes for those. We never could do anything for that minx, the little wildcat. We tried, we brought it in, it was just untamable. It didn't quite work. Well, during this year that we're out there in California, my wife said, "Oh, my allergies are so bad, okay? The grasses out here in Northern California, whatever it is, they're kicking my ass, and so there's no way that you can retire out here in California after you get out of the Navy Wall. But I loved it out there. The foothills of the Sierra Nevadas, just north of Sacramento, are absolutely to die for. It's gorgeous, and San Francisco Northern California is just an incredible place. It should be a separate state from Southern California because that's a different debate. But it's gorgeous. But my wife says her allergies were just so bad out there. Well, we were married for quite a few years, and 14, 15 years. I got out of the Navy. We moved down here to North Carolina. My wife finally goes and gets tested for allergies. Her number 1 allergy is cats. She's allergic to cats. She wasn't allergic to the haze or anything like that out there, the grasses or the pollen. She was allergic to all those cats we had. Now, admittedly, our one cat had, not only did she have the one litter that we kept two of, but before we could get her fixed, she was pregnant with a second litter, and we kept one out of the second litter. So we had 3 cats. At some point, the cat that adopted us moved on. I don't know whether she got hurt, killed, or injured, or whatever, but she moved on before we left California, and we couldn't find her. So we left California in a little mini motorhome that we had, and we had 3 cats, 2 dogs, and a rabbit. So it was quite an interesting beginning. You know, our first 5 years we didn't have kids, we had animals. So maybe I'll talk about the other animals another time. Anyway, I love the ending of your vids with the little cats and the cute little meow. So this is just for you to let you know that I like what you're doing. I appreciate the email in response to my vegetarian Christmas surprise. Thank you very much for that. Those recipes will go a long way towards helping out my daughter and I, and we'll work in that direction. Like I said, it's a nutrition stand, just like it was for you, for y'all. You know, you want to cut that cholesterol down. Hey, I hadn't even thought of that, honestly. Anyway, have yourself a great day, a Merry Christmas, and be safe.